Have you ever felt, I don't know, completely worthless? Or maybe like you're just this massive burden on everyone around you because of your flaws? Look, it's a completely universal feeling, right? We all have these things, these quirks or perceived weaknesses that we desperately wish we could just fix, things that make us feel entirely inadequate. Well, today in this explainer, we're going to take those exact feelings and completely reframe them. We're going to dive into a story that's honestly going to change the entire way you look at your own imperfections.
So, welcome to our analysis of a truly classic, timeless fable. Today, we're exploring the wisdom of broken pots. Let's get right into it.
Okay, to set the stage here, let's establish our two main archetypes. We're looking at a hard-working farmer, and he relies on two very different clay pots to get through his daily chores. On one hand, you've got the perfect pot. This thing is smooth, round, flawless, and man, is it deeply proud of its ability to deliver perfectly every single time. Literally, not a single drop of water escapes it. But then on the other hand, we have the cracked pot. It's got this small crack right on its side, and because it leaks, it just feels so deeply ashamed. It genuinely believes it's completely useless. So we've got these two totally different mindsets just existing side by side on the shoulders of one farmer.
And this daily grind, it was a brutally repetitive, heavy routine. Every single day, without fail, the farmer goes through this grueling process. Right at dawn, before the sun's even fully up, he's awake. All morning, he's walking to this distant well just to fetch drinking water. And by midday, he makes the incredibly long, dusty trek back home, carrying this ridiculously heavy load on a wooden stick across his shoulders. It takes immense physical effort just to fetch water for his family to survive, which makes the efficiency of these two pots absolutely crucial.
But here's where the crux of the story comes in, and it all comes down to a simple fraction: 1/2. Because of its flaws, that cracked pot lost exactly half of its water on that dusty path before they even made it back to the farmer's house. It just leaked out slowly, drop by agonizing drop. Every single day, half the effort seemed literally wasted. You can only imagine the heavy psychological toll that takes, right? The hit to the cracked pot's self-worth, as it has to watch the perfect pot do its job flawlessly, day in and day out.
And you know what? The perfect pot did absolutely zero favors to make it any easier. In fact, it looked down on the cracked pot with total contempt, saying, "Look at you. You are completely useless. Half of your water is always gone before you even reach home. Why does our master even bother carrying you? You are nothing but a burden." Wow. I mean, comparison and judgment are just the quickest ways to plant the seeds of shame, aren't they? The perfect pot made absolutely sure the cracked pot felt every single bit of its imperfection. And for the longest time, the cracked pot just swallowed that pain in total silence.
But eventually, that shame just got way too heavy to carry. One day, baking under the morning sun, the cracked pot finally broke its silence. With tears literally rolling down its side, mixing in with the leaking water, it whispered in its trembling voice, "Master, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I am a burden to you." It's honestly heartbreaking. It perfectly captures that deep, totally relatable sorrow of feeling like you are just wasting someone else's hard work simply because you think you're broken.
But the farmer's response? It is incredibly gentle, so empathetic. He just listens quietly, keeping his face calm and kind. Instead of scolding the pot for wasting his efforts or, tossing it aside to get a shiny new one, he promises a revelation. He tells it, "Tomorrow, I will show you something, and after that you will never feel useless again." He doesn't just brush off the pot's pain. Instead, he offers this sudden ray of hope that completely flips the direction of our story.
So the very next morning, as they're walking that same familiar path back from the well, the farmer tells both pots to just look down at the side of the road. And the cracked pot literally gasps in wonder. It realizes that these gorgeous, blooming flowers, just dancing gently in the morning breeze, they only exist on its side of the path. The perfect pot's side is nothing but dry, cracked earth and scattered stones. For a fleeting moment, just seeing this incredible beauty, the cracked pot completely forgets its sadness. But despite those beautiful flowers, the cracked pot is still totally blinded by its original metric for success. Let's think about the true definition of purpose for a second. It's the unique reason for which something exists or is created. And hey, it might not always be obvious at first glance. Well, when they finally reach home, the cracked pot sees it only has half a pot of water again, and its brief happiness just vanishes. It still feels like it failed its core purpose of carrying a full load of water. It's missing the bigger picture entirely.
And right here is the emotional twist. With his eyes just twinkling with joy, the farmer reveals his big secret. He says, "Because I understood your crack, I planted flower seeds all along your side of the path." He knew.
He knew about the flaw all along from the very beginning. He didn't just passively tolerate the crack. He intentionally utilized it to create something truly magical.
Let's actually walk through these steps to see exactly how this worked over all those months. Step 1. The farmer plants hidden seeds all along that dusty road, fully anticipating the leak. Step 2. The leaking pot unknowingly waters those exact seeds daily. Drop by drop, its perceived weakness falls gently on the soil, literally giving life. And step 3. The path blooms with beautiful, fragrant flowers. That supposed flaw, it was actually doing crucial, life-giving work the whole time, bringing immense joy to travelers and children who passed by.
And this revelation, it sparked a huge, sudden transformation in the perfect pot, too. Hearing this, its pride just shatters. Its voice, which used to be so mocking, is now filled with shame as it admits, while I was busy being proud, my friend here was creating something beautiful that I could never create. We see genuine remorse, totally replacing that arrogant mockery. The perfect pot finally develops a profound, real respect for the cracked pot's hidden talent, and it actually asks for forgiveness for being so cruel and blind to its value.
The farmer then gently maps out his profound wisdom. He explains that he actually needs both of them for his life to be complete. Think about it. The perfect pot's purpose is providing clean water for the family's drinking and cooking, basically for survival. The cracked pot's purpose is providing color, beauty, joy, and peace to what was a totally barren road. If both were perfect, well, there'd be no flowers. But if both were cracked, there wouldn't be enough water. They completely balance and complete each other.
We can basically distill this entire fable into these really powerful universal takeaways. Let's call them the farmer's rules for life. Number 1, nobody in this world is perfect. I mean, we all have our strengths and our limitations. Number 2, never judge someone by those flaws or limitations. Number 3, embrace your own imperfections. And number 4, this is the big one, your flaws make you uniquely valuable. These rules are just such a great reminder to stop judging others and to start recognizing the hidden strengths embedded right inside our own limitations. Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. And I want you to really ask yourself right now, what are your cracks? And what beautiful flowers might you be watering without even realizing it? Look, we are all a little bit of both pots, highly capable in some ways and completely flawed in others. That is the ultimate wisdom of broken pots. It's time to stop hiding your imperfections and instead see them as your greatest unique gift to the world. Thank you so much for diving into this with me. Stay humble and keep shining in your own unique way.